Hey, let's play some Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Crawl, as it is known, is a free dungeon exploration game. Uh, I'm playing here online. Now, there is a graphical version with, fancy pixels and tiles and things. I'm playing the old fashioned text based version uh, via the PuTTY SSH client on the crawl.acraziac.org North American server. West Coast server, that is. There's 3 servers in North America. Yes, transfer my save to the latest version. Look at that, we've jumped over 100 builds since I last played, which wasn't too long ago. Alright, let's full screen this baby. So here I am on the 3rd floor of the Lair part of this crazy dungeon. Lair is kind of a jungly area with hydras and snakes and things. What have I got in my inventory? I'm using a +2 spectral trident. Spectral means that a little ghost buddy will come out and spear bad guys with me. I've got a Vorpal hunting sling. Vorpal means it does extra damage. These are, I think I enchanted these both of those myself with the scrolls that I found. Got 2 throwing nets that I found. Those could be handy. Got +1 plate armor. Ring of resist corrosion. That's if you get sprayed with acid, your stuff might not get as damaged, but it's all temporary anyway. Ring of poison resistance. That's good because poison in this game can stack up and it can get really bad. An amulet of guardian spirit. I forget what the heck that is. Protective spirit. Oh yeah. Cause any damage taken to be divided between the wearer's reserves of health and magic. So it basically takes my health meter, my mana meter, and uses it like an extra health meter, which is cool because I don't cast spells because I'm a dim-witted minotaur fighter, which is the cheap beef head. Ring of ice, +6 ring of intelligence. So I wouldn't be quite as dumb if I put that ring of intelligence on. Yeah, my main weapon is the trident. A wand of acid. A wand of acid. Wand of ice blast, which is key against the meaner hydras, the hydras with more heads. You don't want them coming straight at you when they are not slowed down with some sort of cold. Scrolls of immolation, which I really like. You set up these, you can just blow enemies up in this crazy chain reaction. Scrolls of fear, which can really get you out of a scrape because the enemies will run away for at least a few turns. Scrolls of magic mapping, which can be handy if you've got a time limited puzzle to solve. I've had a lot of little sort of mini missions in this game where you have to find the entrance to a sub-level subsection of the dungeon before it collapses or something. It's pretty gamey, but they seem to like doing that. I haven't really tried the fog. I don't think teleportation can save you, but it doesn't kick in immediately. 2 scrolls of identify, which are handy. In fact, I need to use those. I've got all these potions I haven't identified, and you don't want to drink unidentified potions because they could mutate you or something. Oh yeah, and I've got my box of beasts. Box of beasts. Can I... Is it A? It's not A, is it? How do I activate things? I've forgotten everything. I guess it has been a couple weeks. I know it's a good way to start. I think it's down. No. Let's evoke. Okay, just Shift V. There it is. So Shift H, box of beasts. My larval oxfire beast leaps out. Now, a larval oxfire beast Actually, I'm not sure that was that what came out before. It was some kind of larva that came out before. 17%. Okay. Covered in dense fur and muscle, and its breath smolders ominously. Larval and weak, freshly emerged from its mother's pouch. So I just summoned it. Like its mom is freaking out right now because her little baby just disappeared, and I summoned it down to this horrible dungeon. It's only got 16 HP. It's got a lot of armor though. Resistant to fire and cold. Hit for up to 12 damage and trample. Knockback. Fire breath for 3d6. Looks like it's got a lot of range. I don't know. The monster has been summoned and thus is only temporary. If angered, it will immediately vanish. Yielding no experience or items. It is and it can't use stairs. Yeah, so it's stuck on this level. Here I am with my health 101 and my magic 10 I keep getting, and I'm experience level 1 for my Minotaur fighter. Okay. And I got my larval foxfire beast. Oh, let's read. Oh, that's not it. Read scrolls of identify. Shift L. 5 murky ink potions. Yeah. Well, let's identify the ones I only have 1 of, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Potion of resistance. Okay. Read another scroll of identify. Blue potion. Potion of brilliance. That just gives you... So let's see. 6 potions of curing, but that small amount of health, yeah. Cures poison and confusion. Potion of brilliance increases... Well, I don't have spells, so that's kind of useless. Wand of or potion of resistance. Temporary resistance to a variety of harmful effects. All that stuff. Okay. Rare. Jules Verne quote. Potions of flight, invisibility. Invisibility, I have used that, and then enemies have just come right after me anyway, so I don't know. Potion of magic. Infusion of magic. I guess that gives you mana. I don't have any real healing potions. 3 potions of might. Those can be handy for a fighter. I could use those if I get in trouble against a hydra. I think there's more hydras down here. I happen to see somebody playing on Lair. I think it was Lair level 4 today. And they were facing a smaller hydra. It only had 5 heads or so. What's this thing? Chainmail. Don't want that. Got my plate mail. These peas are fungi. So I have to remember that since I'm using a trident, a polearm, I can hit things 2 squares away. Wow, my larval oxfire beast already disappears? Okay, so the box of beasts not too useful yet. I bought this in a shop because it sounded awesome. But it did say... Yeah, skill with evocations. Of course, I have no spell casting type skills. So, it may be that it has gotten me nothing more than a very fleeting pet, essentially. Recharge as you gain experience. I wonder... maybe I should put on that ring of intelligence before I use it. I wonder if that would get me a longer lasting... where's your, the percentage sign? No. Is it M? Okay, evocations. My level in evocations is 0.7. My aptitude is -1. Let's see, help. M. Yeah. That's probably based on intelligence. It doesn't say. I don't know. Anyway, we got this Komodo dragon. I guess we're just going to bash him. Oh, but wait until he gets 1 square away, and then I can hit V, and then F, and stab him from a distance. Ha-ha! Wait a second. Where is my spectral trident? Did it die already? I think he killed it with his bite. It appeared and disappeared so fast I didn't even see it. Yeah. Wow, that was some bite he laid on it, and it transferred its damage to me. That sucked. Okay, I'm hitting wrong buttons. I have to hit V, F, moderately wounded. And my spectral trident is already back. That's cool. Well, if the Komodo dragon's just going to sit there for some reason, I'll just keep stabbing it from afar. So, my spectral trident. And we did. 17 stones. Well, that was strangely easy. I'm carrying so many stones. It's a good thing there's no encumbrance in this game. I think you might be limited in the overall number of lines of items you can have in your inventory, but there's no actual weight, which is good. Sling bullets. Glaive. There's a stairway down to Lair 4, presumably. A wyvern. Those are, dragon-like creature. They don't have breath weapons. Is it X to look around? Yeah, it's X to look around. I was hitting V to look around. Well, here comes the wyvern. Oh, I can probably stab it from here. I missed. I completely missed. Not only did I miss, I completely missed. Okay, it's moderately wounded. I closely missed. Oh. My spectral trident buddy's hitting it. Oh, it got bit though. Okay, I'm getting embarrassed. What? Couldn't reach far enough now. This is embarrassing. I still haven't hit him. Well, now I can just bob him. Now I hit him but did no damage. What is wrong with me? I finally hit him. No, wait. My spectral... So I never even hit him. What the... I headbutted him but did no damage. What the heck? Am I... I mean, I've got strength 22. That's pretty good, right? Why am I not... magic restored. What was taking my magic? I feel like I'm missing something. Glaive. Base damage 15. Base X. So minus 315, 1.7. Whereas I have a trident. Plus 1. So it's a lot faster and more accurate. I like fast and accurate. I'm finding that useful in, oh, sheesh. I guess I could probably use immolation on a hydra if I needed to. Finding the, fast and accurate way of going useful in, Infra Arcana. Another roguelike. I'm trying to play a fighter in that game, but they don't really allow straight up fighters. Sweet, more ice blast. You have to be really careful in that game. And so I had been using just the biggest spiked mace I could find. But it's actually, you don't want to miss things in that game, and I was missing sometimes. But now I found these cultist priests who are real jerks. Turns out they carry these magic daggers, and I started using one of those, and it's just super accurate, hits anything. And I think, I keep paralyzing. There are all these ways to paralyze enemies or stun them, and the dagger gives you you can get a backstab type of thing with it for double damage. But I think you get that also if you just hit somebody who's paralyzed. So if you like, you can anyway. It's quite useful. Plate armor, scroll of vulnerability. That doesn't sound super good. Has the willpower of the reader and any nearby beings. I don't think I want that. In theory, I could get this and inscribe it with an ignore. Let's try that. I haven't tried that in this game. Let's get it. And I wonder how I will inscribe this thing. Okay, what if I do curly bracket ignore curly bracket? Oh, no, I don't think I had to put curly brackets on that. It did it itself. Let's try that again. P. Inscribe. Get rid of the curlies. I don't think that worked. If that had worked, I would have dropped it automatically. At least that's the way it would work in Angband. See if there's a help on inscribing. Not obviously. Start screen out. Items, maybe? Macros, options, performance. Oh, inscriptions. Number 5. Don't want a safety inscription. Or maybe I just have to look up ignore or something. If an item's inscription contains at W9, you can type W9. Auto inscribe option. Well, there wasn't a whole lot there, was there? Your options help. Auto pickup search. Auto fight. Auto quiver inscriptions. Auto inscribe. Show God gift. 3-1. 3L. No. Ah, dang it. Well. I guess all I can do is drop it. Hang on. Try that again. Options help. How do I, like, search? No. I need a reading help. Yeah, the inscriptions help was not. Well, it didn't say you can inscribe something to ignore it. Maybe there's just no ignore command in crawl. Well, what if I try? No. Ignore. No. Well, my auto inscription or my inscription attempt was ignored. Hey, there's more plate armor, but I don't. Urug. Urug the Orcish Ballista. She is wielding a scimitar protection. Scimitar protection, eh? Alright, Urug. What's your deal? Coarse and lanky. Lost her eye in a fight with a harpy. That's a sad story. Well, I'm not a harpy. Vision in her remaining eye is not very good. She is mistaking you for a harpy. Do I look like a harpy? I'm a minotaur fighter, for Pete's sake. She smells terrible. That's an odd thing to add. Got decent HP, good AC, and evade. 35% to evade my trident. Jeez. 20 hits for up to 25 damage. 72% to hit me. Well, she's just kind of sounds mean. Does she have a quote? Urug tumbled down, fallen by crumbling down, slipped down as earth from what? Dictionary of the Sunda language of Java. Oh, so her name means tumbled down. Nice. Well, I hope I can make her tumble down. Okay. I mean, I can shoot her with some sling bullets before she gets to me. Well, I can shoot her with one, and then I could stab her from distance. What am I hitting here? Inventory is what I want. I could throw a throwing net at her. That could be handy, because she's just got a scimitar, so is it T for throw? No. It's not V for throw. Is it F for fire? No. That's my holstered long device blast. Gosh. Commands. File. It says F for fire. Do I have to cycle? F. Yeah, I have to cycle with the parentheses. Okay, that's a little awkward. Rosy bolt throwing nets. Okay. Throwing nets F to throw a net at Urug, I think. I missed. Son of a bean. I don't know what that means. Well, try my other net. Do I still have Urug? No. Went back to Ice Blast. Throwing net. Yes, this is kind of awkward. Okay, let's actually hope this hits this time. Got her. Now I'm just going to stab her to death. Hopefully. See how long she can be stuck in there. Okay, here goes. I hit but did no damage. This is getting a little worrisome. Okay, I hit but did no damage, but she's lightly wounded. By what? Well, but that was after she was lightly wounded. It said it hit her. I have a feeling it's my spectral trident, but he can't. Where is my spectral trident? I mean, he's below me. He can't hit her from that far away. Your +2 spectral trident hits Urug from afar. How does he do that? Can I hit things that are that far away? I caught her completely off guard. I did no damage. What the heck is going on? Am I cursed or something? I don't. I don't know. Sheesh. Reach. +2 trident spectral. Target Urug. She's only got 8% to evade. I do no damage. She healed, I think. Wow. I hit her. Okay, finally. Ha! My spectral trident missed. Well, I shouldn't be jealous, but I am. I'm jealous of my own spectral trident. Wow, she's just trapped in there for a long time. Now she's out. And that's all she wrote for my net. I I could hit her with acid. That might reduce her AC and her weapon's damage. I have a wand of paralysis, but she would likely resist that anyway. I don't. She probably isn't that dangerous. Although she does hit for 25 damage, it says. She's moderately wounded. Let's try a scroll of immolation. Yeah, man, why not? Okay, I hope that. Oh yeah, she's got the inner flame. Okay, flame is seeping out. I think you have to hit them before flame will seep out. So she's about to explode, possibly. She threw a javelin at my spectral trident. She's almost dead. I guess she might die before, nope, she exploded. That hurt. So that's why you get questions if you really want to do that. What was that angry hiss and croak? Tossed away my manual of polearms. I reached level 12. I hit Urug explodes. I feel agile, so I got dexterity from leveling up. Am I standing in fire right now? Doesn't say I am. Cloud of flame next to me with a bunch of items. That's a little awkward. I have to wait for the flame to go away now. I guess I can go collect my one remaining net. Oh, no, I guess not. Ah, shoot. I haven't healed yet. Scimitar protection, 6 javelins. I don't think I really want any of that stuff. Lightweight spear. Yeah. Oh, it can hit creatures targets in a line. That's kind of cool, I guess. Maybe destroyed on impact. It's an interesting quote from Brigham Young. Scimitar protection. +0. Scimitar grants its wielder temporary protection when it strikes. +7 to AC. I guess, I mean, she did have a high AC, so maybe that's related to why I was having trouble. I wasn't having trouble hitting her, I was just having trouble hurting her, but maybe that's how protection or AC works in this game. It doesn't prevent hits from landing because that seems to be evade, but it prevents them from doing damage, essentially. I don't know. Uh-oh, what just happened? Magic restored. I don't care. Rhyme Drake. I think I killed one of these before. I forgot that the game doesn't automatically tab up to the dangerous things. It says... Okay, so it's got flash freeze, 3d13. That is a good chunk of damage. I could put on... Oh! I could put on my, No, what? What was P doing? I hit P. I thought that was going to put on... I think it might be Shift P. What the heck is P? It's talking about a beam. I have a beam? Is that one of my wands? What the heck? Shift P is put on put on jewelry. What the heck is lowercase p? What was I beaming? There is no lowercase p listed here. This is a hidden button. Beam likely to hit you. I gotta find out what that is sometime. Not right now, though. Shift P. Ring of Ice. Do I put it on instead of poison resistance or acid resistance? Well, I don't think it has either of those. Put it on instead of corrosion resistance. Okay, more attuned to ice. I think that means resistance to cold. Yeah, cool. So this Drake should be no problem now, right? I'm encased in ice. I'm frozen. Wow, punctured the heck out of him. So I was still able to move even though I was frozen. I wonder, it must have been reducing some kind of stats or something. I don't like this magic restored interruption thing. I don't care about magic being restored. Actually, maybe there's a button to rest until specifically HP is restored. Maybe there's an option I would have to put in my command text file to do that. There's no actual option screen in this game, which is weird. Because hitting number 5 is rest. Stops when health or magic becomes full. And there are no more specific rest commands. Many commands have context. Making gross noises into the microphone. F1 is game menu. We got a game menu? That's not it. Wait a second. What did that do? Oh. That's interesting. Edit macros. Help and manual. Look up info. Oh, that's just like the slash thing, probably. Unless feature? Inscription. Huh. Status? Oh, I see. Yeah, that's just like the question mark / Not sure what a feature would be in that context. Sheesh. I was looking something up and now I've totally forgotten what it was or trying to. What does the P do? Okay, let's... P, no target in view. What the heck? Oh, was it maybe it was going to auto-fire the ice blast at the rhyme drake and it would have hit this obstruction here or something? I just don't see a P listed here, though. That's the... Oh, lowercase p. Okay, it's under auto-fight. Trigger quivered action. Ah, okay. Yeah, right. Let's swap my ring back. I need more fingers. All right. Oh, an 8-headed hydra. That's bad. I was kind of thinking about running for the stairway, but I got killed by a hydra the last time because they get free hits when you go up or down a stairway. So I do have the ice blast. That should be able to get it, but it will do a heck of a lot of damage in the meantime. I don't think a throwing net can hold it up, although I guess I could try. I do have a wand of paralysis, but I bet the odds on that are pretty low. The odds on that working. Chance to affect 18%. Well, I could take a bunch of shots and one of them would probably do it. Paralysis lasted, when I did this on, I think it was like a 7-headed hydra once. It lasted a long time. But I think, I mean, it might not work, and then I would have done nothing to it while it's charging at me. So I think I'm just gonna... Tab is another button for auto quiver, right? No, shift tab. Oh. Okay, so I should use P. P. What? Is it? Well, how? Okay, don't. Shift V. Shift C. Does it just go off or... No. So it was gonna... How is that gonna hit me? Out of range, it says. Duh. Okay, well then I'll just shoot my... I have to switch to this sling, and that takes a turn. So I have nothing to do now. Well, I'll drink a potion of might. How about that? Okay, I feel mighty. The hydra roars, and it is now in range. How about P now? Okay, P worked. Why did it shoot down like that? I heard a croak. These croaking sounds are getting weird. I mean, what is that? Moderately wounded, but it's still... No, I guess it's slightly off green, or is that just a regular green? It's probably the regular green. Now, I suppose if I was really going to do this, I could have put on my ring of +6 intelligence, and wands would work better for me. Heavily wounded already. Severely wounded. This is going well. Okay, now I can just stab it. But the ice blast is working super well. Also, I'm not sure if stabbing a hydra with a spear will cause it to grow another head. And I guess I should shoot it with ice blast while it's far enough away that I can actually do the ice blast and not have the ice blast hit me. Oh, I should have put on my ring of cold. Friggin' heck. How did I forget that already? Oh, I know. I forgot because I'm a moron. Yeah, let's, Shift V. Shift C. C. Yeah, I can still do it without getting hit, so that's good. Whoops. Enter? Good. Wow, so yeah, I just croaked him. What was that, like 5? There is this croaking going on. There's something mysterious going on with croaking on this stage, on this floor. Shift P? No. Shift M? No. What is the... message history... Control. Oh, so a feature is like a dungeon feature. It was like a stairway or something. Show dungeon overview. Control O. Message history. Where is message history? Show preview message. Control P. I guess that's... I think that's what it is in Angman. doesn't tell when I fired, but massive ice explodes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. 5 ice blasts killed an 8-headed hydra. And that was me with having just taken off my stupid ring of ice, stupidly. And I basically quaffed that potion of might uselessly because that just is for strength, not wand use. What I should have done is use that turn to put my ring back on. I totally forgot that part. I'm a little disappointed the 8-headed hydra did not drop any loot for me. Oh. Got a little mess of bad guys here. Mama didn't poison me, that's nice. I'll stab the bullfrog. I missed. Oh no, I did impale him, okay. Okay, not getting much loot off these guys. Gnarled glowing staff, you say. Vampire mosquito. Question mark for help. This is looking around. Move to cursor. Describe cycle monsters plus or minus. So I'd have to hit shift and then. Alright, I guess. A mosquito fed upon tainted blood. Okay. Undead mosquito. That's a lot of HP for a mosquito. 27. High evasion. Low armor. Drain health from the living. Well, swap to my sling. Try to sling at it. I hit him. He's really fast. But he is heavily damaged. But he's now next to me. I have to switch back to my trident so he gets a hit on me, but he missed. Now there he just sucked some health. Alright. Maybe I had fought some of those before. I fought some kind of mosquitoes. There's another one, huh? Another stairway up. Whoop, there's a passage or something. No. Snake. What was I shooting at? Oh, there's a vampire mosquito. Son of a gun. Some thick territory here. Bubbling yellow potion. Okay. What did I hit? I think I hit P. Yeah. Let's auto fire my. Oh. Well, great. Now I'm in a swamp. I could use one of my potions of flying or whatever. Jeez, I'm gonna get vampire malaria or something. Ah, there's. I might have to do one of those potions of flying. Or was it a scroll? What is this? Cloud of thin mist? I can't walk into it. Oh, it's probably heavy. Yeah. Oop, there we go. Okay. Scroll of silence. No. 2 potions of invisibility, though. Oh, I picked up the scroll of silence. Harg. Although eliminates all sound near the reader. Reading scrolls, casting spells, invoking divine ability, shouting impossible. So that would be handy if there was a spellcaster around me, I guess. Alright, let's auto-explore. Water moccasin. Whoa. Got a little herd of yaks. Maybe not so little herd. Come on, yaks. I should have stabbed it from afar. I should have done it again. I'm wasting my strategic, tactical abilities, but I guess yaks aren't much trouble anymore. Staff of air, that's not going to help me because I'm not a magic user. Certainly not an air magic user. Yes, we know about the javelins. Thank you. Was it Control F? Search for what? Enter. No. Control F. I have to hit period. Don't. Staircase to the swamp. Oh. So that's why the swamp area, and I didn't notice the staircase. Good thing I did that then. Oh, it was probably under a cloud of steam is why. Well, do we do that or do we go down to the... I guess if we're doing things in the order I encounter them, I should do the swamp now. Guess that makes sense. Anything I should do before I go down there? No. Building the lair of bees. Oh, orcish mines. What the heck? How much of this is connected to all kinds of other stuff? Goliath frog. Reaching. 7-headed hydra. Jeez. Swampworts. Okay, where's the hydra? The hydra's up at the top. There's a worm in front of it. Depends which way the hydra's gonna approach me from. Oops. This is... I'm not gonna get open shots with my wand at the hydra. Unless I can find an open area real quick. Although, wait, this is just shallow water. Okay. No, I have open shots at it. What is this? That's the frog. Okay, I should be alright then. The hydra is not in range yet. So I guess I should put my ring of cold on. Let's see what the frog has to say. acidic stomach juices. So we want to keep the... It may be slowed by cold. I want to keep the corrosion ring on, obviously, unless these Goliath or swamp worms... No. Harpoon shot, 2d13. Yikes. Can bite for up to 26 damage? Yikes. Okay, well, Shift P, Ring of Ice, to replace the Ring of Poison. What? Oh, right. Ring of Ice, replace Ring of Poison. No damage from that harpoon shot. That's good. Here comes the hydra, though, and I don't want this stupid frog to be in the way. What are these clover things? Mangrove, that's a tree, so that would probably block a shot. I should probably move up left one. Or I could swing to the west to the other side of the mangrove. Well, I got a shot at the hydra now. Resisted acid, that's good. So wait, if I hit Shift P, that will auto attack something. I don't want to do that, so I'm gonna Shift V. Ice Blast. Oh, it is in range. Oh, and I can, no. I can get the worm too. Cool. Yeah. So that was one shot with the ring on. This Goliath frog is getting nothing done. It hits me from, reaching, so that means I can hit from long range away, I guess. Is that with its tongue or something? Lash out with its tongue from distance, right. Its tongue has the acid. Okay, well, the wand was doing the business. Thank goodness for the Ice Blast wand. Oh, I can still get both of them. Oh, I can get all three of them now. Hot dang. Chew on that, buddies. Swamp worm's almost dead. Oh, I still got a second swamp worm as well. Well, this is going swimmingly so far. Can only get the two of them. Hydra is getting near. And it's on me. That's too bad. Although, Shift V, one of Ice Blast, I think, yeah, I can still aim past it. It looks like. Sweet. Swamp worm's dead. Seven-handed hydra bit me but did no damage. Something did damage, but blocked an attack. Yeah, keep doing that. I guess there's a button I could hit to repeat that command. Hydra's dead. Frog is dead. Still got this worm. Less zero trident. Well, these hydras are not dropping loot. Escape hatch in the floor. Huh, so you just can't see it under the water? Oh no, it's up there. Or wait. No, those are up. Where is this escape hatch in the floor? Huh? Oops. Darg. I thought, if I hit, like, shift, I just hit the no? Yeah, there we go. So those are up, but where's an escape hatch in the floor would be down. I'm very confused. Don't really care about the potion of brilliance. Spriggan druid, Spriggan wandering. Spriggan A. Parentheses? No. Oh, plus. Oh, yeah, tell me what a Spriggan is, though. Wow, look at the evade on this druid. Oh, Spriggans are like little fairy critters. Small humanoid. Human or elf except for the size. Moves at great speed. Yeah, high evasion. Alright. Uh-oh. Why did everything turn red? That was the druid. That seems scary. Is he turning the forest against me, or the limbs sway around me? I should probably run. The roots smacks me from below. I'm gonna move away from trees. Uh-oh. Summon a Goliath frog, eh? Well, I clearly have to take out this druid as quickly as I can. Oh, I'm standing in water, so I fumbled? Okay. The forest is back to normal. The forest calms down. That's good. Just everybody just chill out. Why did... Oh, must be steam. Swamp drake. That's... Doesn't sound great. Small and slimy dragon. Noxious cloud. Causes confusion, but doesn't do damage. All these things are very evasive. Well, I'm just kind of here in this center of this swamp, in the middle of it. No real cover. I just want to kill this druid. What did he cast, a stone arrow at me? What kind of weak-ass spell is that? Stone arrow. Fires a sharp spine of rock. Well, oh, so he... Okay, so awaken forest. Limited motility to nearby trees. Sway their branches and shift their roots. Lash at any adjacent enemy. That was an Order of the Stick quote. That's interesting. Stone arrow does 3d18. Well, I guess I should have been looking at my health bar. Druid's Call. Summons woodland creatures. And it can heal. Yeah, my health is at half. Ouch. Let's please kill this druid. Uh-oh. Oh, did I put my poison ring back on? No, I don't think I took it off. No, I did. Shoot. Wow, so I don't think those spriggans are resistant to poison. I love this kind of interaction with creatures you're fighting. So that swamp drake just hosed those guys, but I am not wearing my poison resistance ring. I keep forgetting the ring setup. So let's rectify that. Swap the ring of ice. Okay, these spriggans aren't doing damage to me. The druid is confused. That's good. I can stab him from here. He's 2 squares away. Yeah, target that druid. Almost dead, confused. I punctured the spriggan who was in the way. Did I get the druid at all? No. He's still confused though, so that's good. And the druid moved up next to me, maybe just because he's confused. Anyway, die, druid. Good. I hear a splash ×2. Does that mean he dropped stuff in the water? Has stuff been dropping in the water and I haven't seen it? I love those bubbles of the cloud. Hey, my evocation skill went up. I guess that's because I've been using the wand. So that will help my, the more I use wands, the better box of beasts I'll be able to get. In theory. Okay, now should I ice blast the drake? It is getting kind of close. It says strong. Why does it say strong? That's a little worrisome. It's only got 30 HP. I don't think I need to worry about ice blasting it. It doesn't say it's vulnerable to cold, which is interesting. Okay, I guess I'll just stab at this spriggan. Here comes another noxious blast. No damage to me. He's going to help me kill this spriggan, though. And the Goliath frog, who I was ignoring. Spriggan's confused. Goliath frog's confused. Awesome. Spriggan's dead. Swamp drake's almost in range. Punctured the frog. He's still alive. Swamp drake breathed poison at me and my spectral trident. Didn't hurt either of us, I don't think. No. Sweet. Frog is dead. This drake seems fairly content to sit back and spew breath at us, but it doesn't realize, I guess, that its breath is not hurting me. Whoop, it moved forward now, just as I move forward. Well. Hits him from afar. He's right next to... Oh, that's my spectral trident. Whoa. Yeah, he died fast. Did not have much, or she did not have much HP. So I heard 2 splashes. Is that just creatures moving in the swamp? Or is that stuff falling? There's a lot of items over there. Is that where I killed the druid? I guess it is. Maybe? Or that one. Okay. So, ring-wise, I mean, I've run into things that with acid, poison, and ice here. I have to keep swapping these around. There's another 8-headed hydra. It's pretty close to me, too. Well, I should be able to get 1 or 2 shots off. I guess I'll switch to my ring of cold. If there's going to be this many hydras, I should keep the ring of cold on. I was sort of wondering about that. Replace corrosion. Okay, that only took one turn. That's good. Now I think I can just hit P zap. This hear or roar thing is confusing. Like, if it's the hydra that's roaring, it should just be able to say the hydra roars or something. Maybe it was the swamp drake roaring. Maybe that's why. I guess that's probably it then. I hear a shout. I hear two roars and a shout. I don't know. 3 shots. Ice Blast is running low. Let's just try stabbing it. Whoops. No. Stab F. Severely wounded. It didn't grow another head, so that's good. And it's sitting back for some reason. And stabbing it summoned my spectral trident, so that was good. Swamp Drake's on me now. The eyelinoma flows through the trees. That sounds weird. I don't know if I want something flowing up on me. Where the heck is it? It's hard to see things in this swamp. Southwest. Guess I better figure out what this is all about. Spirits of marshes and bogs. Protective spirit. Emerging from trees near their foes to strike. Lots of hit points. Lots of willpower. Splinter spray. 3d24. Directed stream of sharp wooden splinters. Well, oh, damage is strongly reduced by armor. That's good. I have good armor. Well, I have some armor. I didn't look at its other spell. Wood wheel. Heal a large amount of damage. Cannot be cast without a tree adjacent. Okay, that's good, but it's sitting next to a tree, so I would want to draw it away from trees. Yikes. No damage from the splinters, eh? Another drake? Son of a gun. Maybe I can get these drakes to breathe on this eyelinoma. It's interesting. It says that the eyelinoma is my ally target, so I guess the spectral weapon is going to go after it. No damage from a drake's blast, yeah. No. Why does it say... Maybe it's targeting my ally? The eyelinoma is targeting my ally? Well, now it's on me, so now it should get hit by one of those blasts, and it's away from a tree, so it can't heal. That's good. Okay, Swamp Drake's dead, so now I can focus on this eyelinoma. It's confused. Yeah, God, it just moved right into the fumes. You dope. You dopey spirit. Now you're just gonna get stabbed. Gonna get stabbed a lot. Yeah, you're dead. Bone magically twists into a short silver... An eyelinoma bone magically twists into a short silver wand. That's new. Swamp Drake breathes poison. I are poisoned. So the blaster engulfed me but did no damage. Then I got poisoned. And then I resist. Resist the poison? Why is there an underscore in front of the you resist? Why is there an underscore in front of your stealth skill increases to level 4? Well, I guess we'll just stab this drake from afar. Well, moved up. I feel sick, right. Drake's dead. Throwing skill increased. Scroll identify, that's good. 2 sling bullets. Those are mine. Where did that ring? Oh, wand of polymorph. Hey. So yeah, corpses don't show under these clouds. There could be... There's a cloud up there in the swamp to the northwest. Suppose there could be something under that. Oh, the clouds are gone. Whoops. Why isn't it letting me examine the wand? I thought I stood on the wand. Well, gee, get item. Did I do it? Yeah. Magical device causes a creature to be transmogrified into another form, especially effective against shape-changing creatures. Oh, that's interesting. So I guess you don't have to identify wands you find. Also, I should rest. Oh, that's not it. Tyrant Leech wanders up. Exceptionally aggressive blood-sucking annelid, thrives in the swamps. Lots of HP, high evasion. Drains health. Alright. Identify another potion. Potion of ambrosia. Causes regeneration of health and magic. Oh, that's cool. Oh, total fulfillment. Right. I don't want that. Now, if I just inscribe the one, it probably doesn't inscribe all of them. I wish there was an ignore. There probably is, and I'm overlooking it. I don't think it would be in here exactly, though. There's probably some inscription you can put on an object to ignore it. Let me search on my phone real quick. DCSS ignore item. So I want to talk about auto pickup, but not ignore. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like there's an ignore function. Well, that's interesting. I mean, that's kind of too bad. Keeps throwing all these things I don't want at me. Okay, let's keep going down here. What was this? Oh, right. The thing I dropped. See, like, there could be something under this cloud and I wouldn't be able to see it. I guess I can let auto explore do this stuff for me later. I guess that's why they wrote it, because they came up with these really... It's only a 6-headed hydra. I'm not scared of a 6-headed hydra. I guess I should use at least one ice blast on it, though. Oh no, I hit tab instead of P. Oh boy. What? Ghost crab breathes spectral mist. Did no damage. Okay. I just ignored this ghost crab because I was so focused on the hydra. Oh, he's way up here and he blasted us all from up there. Negative energy. Looks extremely dangerous. 20 damage from a bite. Drain life. Claw to drain life. Spectral cloud. Minor damage to all creatures other than the undead. Dangerous but short-lived. Spectral undead creatures will coalesce from the mist over time. Huh. Meanwhile, I've got this hydra. Shoot. Wow, it's going to town with mist. Okay, that hydra wasn't bad at all. It bit me 4 times but did no damage. This ghost crab is really getting busy. The spectral mist seems soothing, though. Oh, now we got spectral. Yeah, those are the spectral undeads. Spectral death drake. That sounds... Spectral fern strider witch. Maybe this could get bad. You can't really tell them apart either. They're all... It's just capital Z's. Green capital Z. So just cast this huge area effect summoning field. Getting drained. Jeez. This could get super bad. Oh no, there's a tyrant leech. Okay, the spectral thing's faded away. There's a lot of monsters just wandering around here. Exceptionally aggressive blood-sucking outlet. That doesn't look so bad. High evasion for a leech. Of course, it'll drain health like everything here seems to do. Well, all my spectral buddies. Here's the crab. Anything else I need to worry about? No. Let's just take care of it while it's not going to do that mist. Yeah, it summoned a whole army, man. Oh, it did its mist anyway. Come on, spectral trident. We got to do it before its spectral army shows up to beat us down. Where did it go? It disappeared. Is it hiding in the mist? Shoot. Oh no, I got it. Okay, good. Man, that guy was messy. The tyrant leech is severely wounded? How did it get severely wounded? He's dead. That was weird. Man, that crab made a mess of everything. It's hard enough to see in this darn swamp. Bog body. Stuff just pops up everywhere here. Undead figure. Okay. Immune to stuff. Bolt of cold 3d18. It's interesting that some of these things have cold powers, while there's all these hydras that are vulnerable to cold. Slow. Gulp. Cold and slow. That's not a bad sounding. And they're surrounded by water, so I'd be cold moving towards it. I don't really want him. I guess I'm just going to charge at him. Or her. Fighting in the water sucks. Bolt of cold, I resisted. Cool. Now I'm in stabby range. Uh-oh. I thought it meant the trident I was holding. I was like, is it going to disenchant my trident? That would suck. Did do some damage. Impaled it, so why was it helpless? Oh well. Man, it got diced. What's this bubble? Cloud of freezing vapor. Swamp's crazy, man. It's messy. What was that? Was that lag? I think I just hit lag. Yeah, slow for hitting lag. Swamp worm. Ah, yes, harpoon shots. Oh, swamp. Oh, come on. I mean, I'm gonna be in trouble if there's more hydras once I run out of ice blast. Ooh, scroll of enchant armor, yes. Oh, these will-o-the-wisps just got right up on my face. What? It said foxfires. I only see one will-o-the-wisp. What's going on? Foxfire water. Are these phantasms? A foxfire, wisps of flame water. So it's summoning these things? Thin wisp of flaming swamp gas. Burn anything that ventures too close, friend or foe. That's a lot of HP. Mindless, extremely fast. Can hit for up to 1 damage. That's not much. So, are they going to chase me? So they're taking this will-o-the-wisp thing literally, and it's summoning wisps. Green glowing gaseous entity, flickering and pulsing irregularly. Not much HP, and it does marsh light. 2 balls of burning swamp gas adjacent to the caster. Balls rapidly seek the nearest monster and burn them. Wizards attempted to copy this with the spell Foxfire, but their version is much less powerful. I'm not seeing the balls, I'm seeing all these wisps. They can also blink. What is the deal with all these wisps? They don't show up on my monster list on the right. Yeah, the swamp is messy. Well, these wisps are... No, it's just this gas. 2 foxfires. Eee. Fire burns me terribly. It sure did. Sheesh. What am I going to do about that? I'm going to die if that hits me again. Read a scroll of teleportation. Jeez. So I guess that's its swamp thing. Youch. Okay, I'm gonna read a scroll of teleportation. I'm going to quaff. What was I going to quaff? A potion of resistance. I could do that. But I was thinking invisibility, so maybe it wouldn't shoot at me. I mean, I need resistance if I'm going to come back and try to kill it. I don't think I wanted to come back to try to kill it, really. I mean, okay, I'm going to drink resistance now. And hopefully that'll keep us alive. Quaff a potion of invincibility, too. Just behind this tree chugging potions. Oh, no, there it is. Oh, that's all. That's as far as I teleported? No. It's only got 40 HP. 2 times 3d16? Not affected by silence. It can see invisible. Oh, okay. Okay, so teleport kicked in fast, but it only moved me basically out from cover. That sucked. I don't have resistance to fire, so that was no help. I am probably just gonna die. Unless I can kill it real fast. I mean, jeez. Paralysis probably wouldn't work on it. I could try polymorph. Infinite will, so I can't. Nothing will affect it, I think. Infinite will? Will is infinite. Yeah. This is really bad. Okay. So one's not likely to hurt it. Fog? It surrounds a reader with a dense cloud of fog. Maybe? Can see invisible. Okay, fog is here. I'm going to run. I was not planning my route very well. Oh, it's through the fog. It hit me with something. I'm dead. Wow. That sucked, man. I mean, what, really? No fire resistance, just burned the heck out of me. So that potion I drank of resistances did not give fire resistance, so that was not helpful. Gosh dang it. I mean, just out of nowhere, this thing that just burns for ridiculous damage. I mean, now that I know, I'll just run away from the start while it's still fairly far away. But the readout didn't say it was very dangerous. It just said dangerous. That was awful. Man, I don't know. That ain't cool. That was not cool. I mean, what the heck? What was that thing? There was the foxfires, but those were the things it cast. What was the actual monster? Oh, it was a will-o-the-wisp. Wasp. Will-o-the-wisp has infinite will. It summons these foxfires. It doesn't say how much damage they do. It just says, well, it says 1 damage. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm not happy about that one. Not happy at all. I mean, come on. Oh gosh. Well, time to just do the auto explore tab, auto explore junk. I'm not happy about this. Will-o-the-wisp. Yeah. It just basically nukes you. At least if you don't have fire resistance. I don't know how bad that would be if you had fire resistance, but the one resistance that dumb potion did not give me was fire. So that was unfortunate. Stones. See, now you... Oh. I think I already have scale mail. Yep. I have a +6 ring. Oh, this is just stuff it auto picked up. Well, there's the Guardian Spirit Amulet. Okay. Well, put on these babies. That's a pretty good haul for dungeon level 1, I guess. Scroll of magic mapping. Scroll of summoning. That summoned a whole lot of junk. Endoplasm, 2 bats, and a kobold. Whoops. Oh, they're on my side. Okay. That's good. Scroll of noise. More stones. Why is it? Oh, well. Got all these duplicates. Oh, no. Oh. Any more stones? Yes. No. Got all the friggin' stones. Don't even have a sling. All right. O and tab. Cobalt. Cobalt. Giant cockroach. Oh, Terence. +7 throat cutter. That sounds fairly harmful. options. I hope he doesn't cut my throat. I feel drained. I feel really badly drained. I'm going to run away. He's going to get a free hit on me. That's okay. Jeez. Oh, he followed me. That's not okay. I'm going to run some more. Oh no, Sigmund, aren't they brothers? I'm going to die. Oh boy. I killed Terence. That was kind of unexpected. I'm constricted by this ball python, which is inconvenient. At this point, let's raise dexterity. No, let's stab Sigmund. I tried to hit the rat and I didn't even hit the rat. He's hitting me from afar with his scythe. What a situation. Okay. Okay. Don't really care about the rats. Let's go back this way. And Sigmund did not follow. Let's go see if Sigmund is camping out here. There he is. Hi, Sigmund. Guess what? Oops. Dang it. Stupid rats. I'm just trying to stab Sigmund. These are just headbutting rats, auto headbutting rats. This is going nowhere. Come on. Uh-oh. He blinked. Oh, he's just standing there invisible. He didn't blink. I puncture something, no kidding. It's this, I mean, I don't understand the point of that. He turns invisible, but he's clearly this squiggly bracket. Is that because I have infravision or something? Is that why invisibility is not useful in this game? I reached level 5. Jeez, I just leveled up twice killing Sigmund. He doesn't have anything. I don't want a scythe. Chainmail. Oh, +7 throat cutter. What the heck is that? Long story. Is it a sword? Yeah, it's a sword. It's a one-handed sword. +7. Drains life. May instantly kill foes which has little health. Well, that's not, I mean, is that just some special property? I guess that's the coup de grace. It's an ancient artifact. I mean, I guess I'll try it out. All I got is this regular old trident. Wait a second. Why does it say unarmed? I'm not unarmed. It does. I guess that means I could go unarmed if I wanted to. No, we want the throat cutter. I sense an unholy aura. So is it evil? I mean, it does talk about blood, murder, and betrayal. Little now remains of the blade which once stood between the danger and the innocent because it was taken from a paladin by a cut purse who murdered her. Well, I don't know. didn't know it was evil. Let's read these other scrolls. Blink to where? Back to the stairway, I guess. Scroll of teleportation. Wow, okay. Can I go down the stairs before I teleport? Good. Or up the stairs. Yeah, that's what I meant. And then I teleported, I think. Yeah, I'm on dungeon 2. That was weird. Okay, back to Auto Explorer. Endoplasm, good. Kind of empty level here. I didn't kill that much on it, did I? No, I didn't. It's just an empty level. Got arrows, boomerangs, sling bullets, but not much else. Escape hatch. I don't want an escape hatch. Give me a regular staircase. Good. Right there. What is that division sign? Oh, right. So dungeon 3. Just more auto explore, I guess. Dart slug, not worried. Oh, wait. Scroll of blinking. I thought I had a... Oh, no, that was my character who died at it. Oh, a ring of enchant or a scroll of enchant. Gosh, dang it. That sucked. So I guess you just gotta know about this whole will-o-the-wisp deal that they're just... Oh, no, it's Natasha. Servant of Life and Death. That's a good title. Magical Cat. Necromantic Master. Not much HP. High evasion. Magic Dart Slow. Call Imp. I was thinking I could stab her, but I can't. I'm holding this sword. I can't stab her, can I? I can't long stab her. No. I missed long stab. I don't think I want to use this sword. I beheaded her. I mean, I guess that's cool. And then my polearm skill goes up. The felid corpse. I thought it said fetid. All right, well, poor Natasha. Oh boy, that's a good number of hobgoblins. Or everything's. Robin wandering. Let's back off. Battle frenzied goblins. It's a good chunk of goblin beef. Oh no, now there's Natasha. What? So she's undead. That's good. Goblin no longer looks unusually strong. I headbutted Natasha. Headbutts are cool. Natasha's clawing me. Something used some magic. Magic dart. Okay, Natasha, you're just gonna have to wait. Robin's horned helmet rattles. Okay. Robin is a goblin, I suppose. He roars a battle cry and he puts the hobgoblin into a battle frenzy. Good thing the hobgoblin's behind him. Let's... they're coming at me. Mountain hobgoblin named Robin. Come in search of the orb. Built a small army. Well, I guess I killed most of them. Stream of screaming goblins. Yeah. Robin does not have many HPs. They look easy. Okay. Throw ally? Throws a nearby ally. That's funny. So what's the deal with Natasha then? Doesn't tell me anything different. Oh, one death isn't going to be enough to put her down for good. Oh. Doesn't have 9 lives though, it says. Let's kill Robin because I have a feeling Robin will stay dead. Robin's dead. Tasha's slowly clawing me. I reached level 6. Another goblin showed up inconveniently. I'm gonna hit Natasha. Natasha's dead. Yowling pathetically. Longblade skill went up. So is this a waste of time though? Because I don't really want to use blades. There are a lot of goblins. And hobgoblins. Oh, I can't wear helmets because of my horns. Carrion. That's interesting. I don't think it did it list things as carrion before. Yeah, I was I actually getting health back? I don't know. I'm gonna go back to my trident. I like the tactics with the trident. I guess I'll hold on to this sword in case I get into a real bad spot, maybe? I don't know. She's back. Shadow. Summon a shadow imp, eh? Okay, she's finally been put to rest, I feel. Goblin and dart slug crossfire. Gosh dang it. Bat scorpion. Long blades still going up. Dang it. Adder. Poisons. Ball python. Rat. Crazy Yoif. Oh, I had some trouble against him before. Wonder if I should use throat cutter on him. I mean, my trident plus 191.3. Throat cutter would definitely be doing more damage. I guess I should use it at the moment. Is there a door open command? I don't want to move there. I just want to open it. Oh, well, I do have to move there now because I'm not holding a polearm. Oh, he just came right out anyway. Quarterstaff of chaos. I feel drained. That kind of hurt. Slashed and headbutted, and he's dead. So that was good. Oh, I can wear the cloak. Shift W, T. Okay. Oh, what do we got then? Oh, there's a sling. That's good. Hand crossbow of freezing. That's better. I don't have any bolts, though, do I? Rune spear. Let's check out this spear. Vorpal, +3 Vorpal spear, huh? High accuracy, quite low damage, very fast. Can extend its reach. Inflicts extra damage. How much extra? Oh, +3. Is that all that means? I don't know. It's one-handed. So it's basically it's a more accurate, lighter weapon than my trident. But speed is good. Let's try that. Wield that baby. And, drain? What's drain? I'm drained. I'm drained 1 max HP. Control F. There was also the sling and the hand crossbow. Get that. I don't have bolts. No. Scroll of Holy Word. That works on the undead or something. So we'll get the sling because I don't have bolts right now for that freezing bow or whatever. B. Oh, it's already set. Oh, no, it's not set as B. So equal sign, adjust item, sling to letter B. So now I can toggle to it with apostrophe. Yes. Oh, my trident was still on A though. Ay. So it toggled back to the trident. Okay, so I have to adjust the vorpal spear to be A. So now when I toggle, it's on a spear. Okay, I think that's it for this level. Friggin' dungeon level 2. I don't think I like the swamp in retrospect. It's even more maze-like than these initial dungeon levels. It's just really confusing visually in text form at least. Arg. That was an annoying death. That was a death that felt a little cheap. Orcs. One with a polearm. Kobold. Do some stabby. I missed. Oh. Oh no, that smiting, that can hurt a lot. Where's this friggin' priest? There he is. At least I got the orcs into a narrow funnel here. Did I just kill the priest or did he know he moved back? Oh, there he is. What the heck? No, you guys are nothing but junk. Oops. +1 scale mail of positive energy. Why take that back? You got somebody had something good. I mean, it's okay, I think. Cute. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at my scale mail. Wait, come on, W. Of positive energy. Protects the wearer from negative energy. Oh, okay. That would have, well, that swamp mist that other thing was shooting at me in the swamp that summoned all those zombies. But that wasn't hurting me anyway, the mist itself. My AC would increase by 1. So that's not that exciting. Anyway, we'll wear it. Okay, I can drop the other armor, scale mail. I can drop the trident. Just go ahead and make that call, I guess. Yeah, that's all for now. Auto Explorer. Centaur Skeleton. What is this copyright? Oh, it's a transporter. We won't go in there just yet. Wait, what was that? Oh. Oh. Oh, it's a player ghost. I haven't faced a player ghost in forever. So it's in there too. Aphatubus is some kind of demon thing. Whatever. I know I pronounced that wrong. No, I guess I kind of got it. Scorpion. Blades is still going up. I reached level 7. Got some altars, a little mini multi-altar area here. Oh no, I dropped a floor. Gosh dang it. Not what I wanted. That is, this is interesting. I need a stairway back up or a hatch or something. Wand of Ice Blast. Okay, it seems pretty generous about giving wands of Ice Blast. I guess it knows you're going to be facing hydras in the lair soon. 9 charges is kind of low. There we go. That's interesting. It annotated that ghost is an amateur GR fighter. What's a GR? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. More than from no fall. I wonder if they screen the names of players or if they just make up their own. That would be weird. I wonder what they do. Because what if someone was just all kinds of bad words, or they must have some word filter, obviously. Okay. Oops. So just a ghost and a skeleton. Oh no, and a bullfrog zombie. Oh. Well. How do I activate? That's a landing site. Oh, I have to go to the other one. Okay. I got lucky there because the others were off in the corner. Yeah, that worked out well so far. See how more than from no fall goes. Not shabby. Doing some damage to me, huh? Okay. Unvisited transporter. Oh, there's a bunch of junk on this level. A lot of it's just altars and transporters. Plus a trident. There's a trident artifact. Okay. Noitmep. The names are terrible. It raises intelligence. Vorpal, though. +7 intelligence decreases willpower. That's not great. increases willpower. It's also got... I thought my trident had a base... My other trident had a base damage of 10, but maybe I was wrong about that. Yeah, the buff to intelligence isn't ideal for me. And the decrease of willpower is not great because that makes you more vulnerable to spells, doesn't it? Like can you see your willpower somehow? It just lists will with resistances or something, and I don't have any. Or well, let's test wielding it. I guess I have 2 artifacts already. So well, my willpower looks the same. There's no change on the will line there. No, like minus or something. No status effects. Maybe it's because... No, it wouldn't be because I increased my intelligence. That will minus wasn't showing up. That wouldn't make sense, would it? I'm not clear on what willpower does or how I know what mine is, or... I mean, I think you... I don't know of a way to know about my willpower. Spell skill, ability, card item feature, god branch, cloud, or status. Status? No. Will plus plus protects against magical effects. So if my will is lower, even though it doesn't, I can't tell if it is, then I'll be more vulnerable to spells, which doesn't sound great. Doesn't say how much it decreases willpower. This is not super satisfactory. Ability, will. No. What the heck is a card anyway? Oh. Maybe attributes and stats. So attributes or attributes? Spellcasting, targeting, religion, mutations. Try attributes and stats. Health, magic, evasion, strength, intelligence, dexterity, experience level, place, noise, time, willpower. Affects your ability to resist the effects of enchantments and similar magic directed at you. Has no effect on direct damage dealt by magic, just on more subtle effects. Your willpower increases with your level to an extent determined by your character's species. The creatures you will meet the deeper in the dungeon are better at casting spells and are more likely to be able to affect you. Get a rough idea of your current will by pressing %sign. Well, it's kind of nebulous, isn't it? Aren't as important on a turn-to-turn basis, it says. But if it's talking about resisting enchantments, that sounds like it could be important. Rough idea by pressing %sign. So is that just the number of dots? That doesn't really make sense. I guess it's just the number of dots. So, okay, so 5 dots. So if I wield my vorpal spear instead, now I still have 5 dots. Anyway, could it really be dots? I mean, then that would suggest that my stealth is huge because I have like 10 dots of stealth. This is what did it say about stealth here? Stealth. High stealth allows a character to move through a dungeon unaffected. I don't feel like I'm stealthy at all. Stealth skill. The encumbrance of your body armor. Current stealth skill can only be seen by pressing %sign or at symbol or well, it doesn't say anything about stealth. I don't know. Movement speed average, attack delay 0.7. Well, I guess I'll try it. I'll probably get killed by something. I mean, it doesn't actually do anything good for me except for damage. So that's not ideal. I mean, damage is good. It's probably more damage than the vorpal thing, but damage in this game is very nebulous. You don't get any numbers for damage ever. Oops. Okay, back to dungeon, or no, I guess I didn't come to dungeon 5. That was, oh no, I did, way down there. Okay. More Uphatubuses. Bullfrog zombie. Centaur. Ogre. Well, see how this spear does. Or trident. Punctured it. Heavily damaged. It's running away. It's dead. I got hurt a lot by the ogre. But it died easily enough. I feel stronger from leveling up. Okay. Got a lot of, oh, there's a short bow. Oh, good. Is it here? Good. So let's set that as my B weapon. Oh no, that's a bow. Or, yeah, I'm hoping for a cross or a bolts. Well, anyway, I might as well use the bow instead of the sling, I guess. I don't know. Tab, tab. Oh, my spear is still erg. This is annoying. Kind of an annoying setup, really. You have to do a little work every time you switch weapons to set them back up. So I guess I'm going with Nui to Mep, the +8 Vorpal willpower sucking trident. So, okay, are we ready to go? Oh, I can't use it with a shield? Really? Trident? Was I wielding a shield? I was. But my other trident I used with a shield, didn't I? it's one-handed. It's one-handed, but I can't. Oh, the bow I can't use with a shield. Right. Oh, okay. Right. Well, I guess we're not going to use the bow then. I guess I probably can't use the... Let me try wielding the... Okay, let's set the crossbow freezing to B. And toggle that. Well, it's a hand crossbow, so I can use that. Oh, that's cool. Whoa, empty. Oh, I see. Okay, well, drop the bow. So I guess bows, are all bows two-handed? Well, let's drop arrows anyway. Drop 150, or no, 37 arrows. And set the sling back to B. To B. Okay. All right. Back on the road. Staircase to the temple. Oh, okay. Let's go. Just run around the temple. Whoop. Yeah. I am not going to worship anybody. But, I don't know. Anyway, we've explored the temple. Orcs. Ogre. Let's be a little more careful against the ogre. Come on up, buddy. So I can stab you with my Vorpal trident from a distance. Oops, wrong button. F. Oh, punctured him and he's almost dead. That's cool. Yeah, 182 stones. Adder. There's an open door here. Alright, that seemed like a lot of junk on this level. Well, not really. 17 arrows. No, I dropped those. Staircase to the temple. Nope. Where am I going? What am I doing? Just go there. Dungeon 6. Okay, kind of cruising through here, which, am I going to be, like, sub-leveled? I forget what a lemure is. Some kind of demon, I guess, since it's a number. It seems to be demons or numbers. Should I fire a stone at it? Okay, we got a jelly, 4 lemures, and a pickle wand. Oh, pickle's probably a unique. Kobold? Wise kobold. Whip of flaming. Wielding a wand, though. What about this jelly? Acidic. That's annoying. Okay, let's retreat up to the doorway. Jelly's dead. Oh, there's a lot of these lemures. What are these anyway? Cursed soul. Oh, they're not demons. I wonder if I would be doing more damage if I had them in a line from me. Should I stab at pickle? I puncture pickle. I'm gonna keep puncturing pickle. I don't know if that worked. That felt strangely unrewarding. What does that mean? Do I not get XP from killing lemures? Or is that because of my trident somehow? Oh, I'm pretty beat up, huh? Strangely unrewarding. I think I've only seen that on these lemures. This turned out to be a rough encounter. Still strangely unrewarding. Alright, Pickle. Severely wounded. Tried to zap me and I resisted with significant effort. Tough luck for you, Pickle, I guess, depending on what wand that was. Let's rest. Nope. Rest. I don't remember it waiting on magic before, but I don't remember my magic keeping going down that much before. Whip of Flaming, I don't care. Okay. So when I killed Pickle, it didn't say it was unrewarding, so it must have meant something with those spirits. Whoa. Adder. Orc Priest, uh-oh. Orc Priests are dangerous. They don't see me yet. Now it sees me. Oh, I threw a stone. That wasn't too bright. Hit me with a boomerang. Heck. All that loot back there. Okay, come up to my sleigh tunnel, orcs. Oh, I could have stabbed it. Oh well. I love how they just bunch up here, these goofy AIs. Okay, going well so far. Let's stab the priest. Oh, he backed off? No, I killed him. There's a second one, though. There's a sky beast. Heck. Can I get that priest? Oops. No. Beetle smote me. I got the priest. Okay, now I got the sky beast. I kind of forget. The sky beasts are weird. A strange arrow creature formed of clouds and tortured flesh. I mean, what is that? How am I supposed to picture that in my head? High evasion. Okay. Punctured a lot of orcs. Just a huge pile of stuff. Nothing interesting at all. Except 5 boomerangs, I suppose. That's kind of weird. A yak. Yakety yak. Come down here, yaks, to my little kill corridor. These yaks are going down fast. Let's do some more decks. This artifact definitely deals the damage. These guys go down fast. This guy isn't. What the heck? A yak corpse, a yak corpse, a yak corpse. So wait, did my auto explorer already pick up all that money? Yes, awesome. I got some spells which I'll never be able to use. What's Shift G? No. How do I Shift M? Well, my failure rate for sublimation of blood is only 67%. Whatever that is. Question mark? No. Toggle. Describe A. Convert some of the caster's blood into magical energy. I don't want to do that. Well, it's the only one I could potentially ever use, so I might as well spend time memorizing it or whatever. Yeah, I know it's dangerous to cast. Consuming 2 spell levels, and sure, why not? So now I can cast it? Not good enough. No, I don't know how spell casting works. Shift S? No. M? I don't know. God, how would you cast a spell if you wanted to? I don't really want to. Cast spell, Z. So it takes hit points and converts it to magic energy. We could try it once. Oh. Alright. I don't care, I guess. Menakare, Prince of Dust. Looks dangerous, not very dangerous. Farron, but then again, that will-o-the-wisp wasn't very dangerous. Farron, noble ruler of an ancient and mighty kingdom, mummified. Oh. Infused with great and powerful magic. Moldering bandages. Not many hit points. Not dangerous looking there. You can cast pain, symbol of torment. Agonizing injury. Health in half. Never directly lethal. And haste. So that's an interesting combination. Let's just go stab him. Die again. Okay. Oh, I should have tried my health was down. I could have tried that spell, I guess. Or my magic was down? Yeah, my magic was down. That's what I need. Sky Beast, come back here. Oh. I puncture something. Yeah, because it's right here. Pretending to be a curly bracket. Oh, my magic was down again. I gotta... Oh, because I'm wearing that amulet. That's why my magic keeps going down. Right. I like how auto explore took me back to that huge pile of work junk. 20 arrows. No, I don't want arrows, it turns out. I want bolts. Okay, don't want that stuff. Dungeon 7. I always die after I'm getting places interesting. I just croak for some stupid means, but that wasn't really, that wasn't me being stupid. It didn't seem like, of course, I didn't know that a will-o-the-wisp could do that much damage. I guess, it was hard to tell from the explanation. But all of a sudden, 2/3 of my health were gone. So that kind of sucked. Oh, look, it is doing a reach. The auto attack is doing a reach attack. That's cool. Forgot it did that. Oh, I got bolts. Got bolts. So that means set the crossbow freezing, hand crossbow freezing to B. And then, yeah, why does it say empty? I've got bolts. Oh no, I didn't pick them up. No, I just found them. Where are they? That's stones. That's not it. That's shallow water. That's a scroll of teleportation. That's bolts. Wandering human. You sense irritable urging you to kill the trapped human. Is this some kind of religion thing? Because that's weird. Don't mess with me, irritable. Oh, gosh. And a human zombie walks up to me. This is strange. Okay, get the bolt now. Okay, Some god wants me to kill this human. There's a jelly prowling around it. Just annihilated the jelly. So indifferent. Fire blocked by room transparent door. Up the surface dwelling hairless ape. I don't really understand what's going on here. I don't want to just butcher some helpless creature. So I guess it's right in front of this altar, isn't it? The dark. So that's just a sacrifice waiting to happen. So I'll set him free. There you go, or her. There you go. You're free, buddy. Scroll enchant armor. Oh, well. Mail of positive energy, I guess. I could have put that on my buckler. I don't know. Scroll of acquirement. Manual of fighting. Latchang of distortion. No, distortion can get you thrown in the void or something, I think. Let's examine. Warps into source space. Yeah, unwielding can cause banishment or high damage. And yeah, banishment means you get sent to the abyss or whatever. I tried that before. Just out of curiosity, and it definitely got me killed. That's a lot of gold. What does a manual of fighting do? Allows one to learn a certain skill faster. Oh, well, that sounds really good. So let's get that. Okay. Okay, started studying. Good. All right, human is nearby. Get out of here, human. I can't auto-explore with you wandering around. Gnolls with pole arms. That's probably, no shaman. That big yellow block. Shaman has a whip. Man, I'm just puncturing the heck out of things. Still yes. Got poison, that's okay. Oh, this human. Stop, is it following me? Stop following me. Whoa. Oh, you're really annoying, human. Oh no. It is kind of following me. Would you just stop following me? Just because I'm the one who freed you from an evil god doesn't mean I want you traipsing around after me. Oh boy. 61 volts. Scorpion. Ooh, wand of ice blast. Good, good. Oh no, what did I do? Am I following this god now? I just killed a frog or something. I killed a scorpion? Strange fizzling? Sweet, more ice blast charges. I don't know what that's about. I don't think I'm following a god. I guess I'll have to check. Lots of bees. Oh, they're all around me. Okay. Nice beast. That wasn't bad. Just kind of butchering everything nonchalantly. Cheat-Moo's clearance sale. Cheat-Umu's clearance sale. Oh, it just goes right into the shop. Potion of heal wounds for 20 gold? Okay. Scroll of blinking for 30? Yeah, why not? Wand of ice blast with 2 charges for 24? That's not... I mean, I'll take it. Cool. Thanks, Cheat-Umu. Good day to you. Found a helmet, but I can't wear helmets, I don't believe. Did I pick it up? No. Now I kind of wish I had. I can go back. 3 scrolls of something or other. Scroll of amnesia. Forget what spell? No, I don't want to. Ah, forgot my one spell. I mean, no. Yes. Oh, so you don't have to forget the spell. Good. So let's drop those scrolls of amnesia. Yeah, it added something to this inventory screen where you can select things by category now, I think, since I last played, I think. At least I hadn't noticed it before. Scroll of identify. F. Potions of degeneration. Those are bad, right? Reduces, yeah, we don't want those. Drop. Black potions, potions of curing, which those don't give a whole lot of health. Cure poison, confusion. Read last scroll of identify. Abuse potion. Potion of cancellation. Well, ends most magical effects, good or bad. Oh, that's cool. Reduces magical contamination. I don't really know what magical contamination is. I have a throwing net. I have a wand of digging. A wand of polymorph. Oh, I have 3 potions of heal wounds. Wounds that close. I think that's a healing potion, basically. I think I used one of those once. So that's... I have some good stuff. Not to mention this weird trident. Flail of protection. Remail 8 arrows. I thought there was something I was thinking about looking at. Now I forget what it was, and I don't see anything here that I'm curious about. So let's get out of here. Oh, I took an escape hatch. No, I didn't. I did. Dang it. Roar of battle. Oh, here's one of those timed things. Entrance at the Bailey. I'm really bad at these. And they make me nervous. I don't like it. Did I just land on 30 stones? I guess those softened my landing. So, do I have a scroll of magic mapping? I do. Well, we'll use that. I sensed a shop portal, so that could be the Old Bailey. There is something up there. If I go into the map mode, well, this is dumb. It doesn't tell me what it is. Can't see that place. Well, I guess we'll just have to head up there. Killer Bee Zombie. That's a interesting name. Destroyed. It's hard to read this thing. Looks like there's a door over here. Gosh darn Knowles. I'm trying to get somewhere, and you're just rampaging up on me. Okay, you guys can just chill out. Just coated with potions of degeneration? Yikes. Found a flagged portal. Oh, that's... Actually, I'm not sure what that means. I was thinking maybe it's flagged so that auto-explore won't go in here. But that wasn't what it was, I don't think. Jeez, I just murdered all those guys really hard. Faint creaking of a portcullis, so if it's faint... Oh no, that is it. The still occupied, well-guarded fortress of an orcish lord. Treasures within are protected by both physical barriers and a large number of well-armed humanoid warriors. Well, I'm just murdering well-armed humanoid warriors, if that's what you call these chumps that I just punctured. Okay. Well, that wasn't so hard with my scroll of magic mapping, and actually this place was almost right in front of me anyway. Here we go. I guess there's going to be lots of well-armed humanoids. Is that an exit? Yeah. Return whence I came. Oh, gosh darn humans. Is it going to attack me? It did. Why would you do that, you hairless ape? Now I gotta kill you. I guess it knew what it was doing. Oops. I thought this was like an orc's joint. These humans are getting a little in the way. Vorpal hand axe. Taking some hits. I mean, they are. Level 10. So, a place, a Bailey. No floor number listed, so I guess it's just one floor. Oh, that's a lot of frogs. They're fast. That's a lot of frogs. It's just a swarm of frogs. Hit the gnoll or the human. The gnoll will die faster, probably. This guy's got leather. Oh, the humans have scale mail. That's probably why. The human is in the way. You puncture the human. Human is the way, and you puncture the human. You kill the human. Well, sorry, human. I mean, I was going to kill you next. You were just not good at staying out of the way. I impale the gnoll. I'm just slaughtering things. This is weird. I guess it's not that weird, but it's a little weird. Pretty maze-like, too. Prince Ribbit. Vault Guard and Prince Ribbit. I think I fought Prince Ribbit. I bet he blinks. Oh no, I wanted to look at him. Tiny crown. Yeah, he can blink. Yeah, I fought him before. Huge evade. No AC, though. When I fought him before, he was just, I think, in the regular dungeon. Okay, what's the deal with this vault guard? Heavily armed. Lots of HP, lots of armor. Looks extremely dangerous. Guardian of the Vaults. So that's another area here. This could be bad. Let's drink a potion of might. How about that? Oh, Ribbit isn't dead. He just blinked. Shoot. Okay, now he's dead. Ugh. Ouch. Potion of heal wounds. Please do something good. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. My magic is getting drained. Oh, that's because of the amulet. Oh, there it goes. Why, that last potion of heal wounds really kicked in. Well, good. Now I think I can get this guard. He's taking his time dying. Jeez, that guy was mean. Plate armor. That would explain it. I mean, I'm wearing scale mail of positive energy, but I think plate is gonna trump that. My AC would increase by 3. I won't have the negative energy protection, but not running into a whole lot of that just yet. So I'm gonna wear it. I guess I can carry the other stuff in case I do run into negative energy. It seems unlikely. So, oh, that's just an out. Look at all this stuff. Scroll of summoning. Scroll of silence. Oh, I can't read that other scroll now because I'm silenced. Scroll of summoning. Allied creatures. Okay, that's fine. So why did I need another exit here when there was already one earlier? Oh, another vault card. Oh boy. I got I got 2 potions of heal wounds. That's cutting it a little close. I have a throwing net. I could throw that at him. The darn bullfrog's kind of in the way, unfortunately. What the heck is the... Oh, I have to cycle. Throwing net. 58% chance to hit. That's not great. I do have a hand crossbow of freezing. I guess I should take a couple pot shots at what's that? What? Oh, sublimation of blood is 99% risk of failure now? Dang. The bullfrog gave a croak and... Oh, maybe he just moved into the part of the room I can't see. There he is. I froze him. But that doesn't mean he doesn't move, so who knows? He's hurt pretty good. Can I still keep shooting at him? Yeah. Oh shoot, the frog blinked away though. Or no, he's just covered by that effect. No, but the full guard's in front now. Dang. This crossbow is doing the number on the vault guard though. Shoot. I mean, it's really messing him up. He hit me good. Missed the vault guard and hit the bullfrog. I'm still getting hit a lot. He's dead. And then I headbutted the bullfrog. Oof. I wonder why the bolts were... Was the freeze just really effective? I mean, it did freeze him, so that made me take a few less hits, I guess. Maybe. Oh, I don't think that guy had plate mail. There was chainmail. Scroll of fog. Scroll of brand weapon. Okay, I think because the hand crossbow already has a brand of freezing, so I think if I used it on that, it would replace the freezing with something else, which might be better, but who knows. And actually, Vorpal Spear is probably... Oh well, let's try it. Now it's a Vampiric Spear, yeah. Interesting. Heals its wielder for a portion of the damage dealt when it wounds a living foe. Okay. Doesn't do as much damage now, though. But it heals me a little, so I don't know. Well, whatever. Healing's not bad. That fog is irritating. Oh, more frogs. Orc warriors and goblins. Then I just moved forward like a dope. These humans in their armor are obstructive. Just piles of armor. So... I thought it sounded like there was going to be someplace else to go, but I guess the vaults were just the rooms here. That's a gate leading out of this place. That's an empty arch of stone. That's what I came through? Well, I don't know. And there's this other thing, which is just gate leading back out of this place. What about the empty arch of stone? Oh, I think that must be the one that collapsed on the other side. Yeah. Well, I might as well, yeah, go out through the other exit in the hopes that that takes me somewhere interesting. No, it didn't. I don't know. Back to the Auto Explorer. Identify potions of mutation. Well, those are potentially interesting. If I get mutated, I can drink one. It might cure a bad mutation. Another wand of digging. A herd of yaks should be okay. I can really slug it out now that I have vampirism, although I was taking some damage there. Another wand of digging. Oh, orc wizard. Where's he at? Way down there. Oops. Dang it. No. Come up here, wizard. Confused me. Whoa. Kobold brigands, iguanas, kobolds. Just a bunch of junk. Come on, guys. More wandering iguana. This is nothing compared to that darn swamp. Komodo dragon. Kind of tough for this level, maybe. Dagger of draining. That's probably vampiric like my thingy. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's get out of here. Dungeon 9. Was this where the dungeon stops getting so gross and starts having better layouts? I think it might be. Like regular rooms and spaced hallways. Sort of. This is still kind of gross. Yeah, it's not what I was... Because once I got into a series of floors of dungeon that actually had sort of Angband style and rogue style spaced out rooms and long corridors, and it was really nice. This is at least straighter than the previous blobby stuff, but it's still very densely packed. And it's not rooms, it's just blank areas. This is a weird level, man. And that other floor had all kinds of interesting encounters on it. I mean, they were humanoids. There was but there was a giant. Oh no, corroded acid dragon. Well, that's something interesting. I don't have acid resistance. One spear thrust hurt it pretty good. Oh, it can corrode me multiple times? That sucks. Gee. Alright, corrosion wore off. Like magic. Yeah, I'm just using Auto Explore. Don't like these. I don't like this layout either. It's square, but it's still obnoxious. Okay. The Orc Priest is in the lead, and I think he's in spear range, foolishly enough. Oh, he smote me. It didn't hurt much. I got smitten a few times by an Orc Priest once, and it just full killed me. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, he's dead. That's why. I was trying to spear myself. Oh yeah, so it was orcs and orc warriors that I think I was starting to face in those squarer dungeons before. Wow, just wasted them. And then I had a chance to get into orc, some kind of orc levels, which sounded cool, but I got killed. I think going into the lair right before that, yeah, because there was a lair entrance down there too. So I still have not seen the bottom of the lair. I have not seen the orc, whatever's they are. I keep getting killed just when I'm getting to this interesting juncture where all of a sudden there's the swamp. There was a place I could go from the swamp too, wasn't there? Or maybe no, that was the swamp branched off from the lair. So I've never gotten to the bottom of the lair. Never got to the end of the swamp. Here's a staircase to the lair. Speak of the devil. I guess that's where we're going then. Okay, nothing else here. Right. Oh, the lair. I have died more times in the lair than any other place past, I mean, the first few floors where I died like a noob a lot. But I guess that makes sense since the lair is sort of the second main area you tend to find. I don't know how many floors it is, I guess. I've only been down to, what was I on, 4? When I got, oh, then I went to the swamp, and the swamp had the will-o-the-wisp, and I died. This is a trap shaft, which I could fall down. Water moccasin. Gotta watch out for poison. I got killed by stacked poison once. That sucked. Because I did not think poison would stack. I thought it was just like hangband. It was not. 2 wolves. That doesn't sound so bad. There's more than 2, though. And a cane toad. What's a cane toad gonna do? I'm still just using auto attack like a chump. Well, got hurt a little bit. Lots of wolves. Probably gonna be some hydras. Okay, wait, let me shift Q, quiver witch action, wand of ice blast. Okay. Blink frog. 3 blink frogs, 5 blink frogs. Is this gonna get bad? I'm poisoned. Did the blink frogs poison, or was that from the other guy? Oh, blink frogs are just coming out. Okay. A ruined dagger. One good thing about these speary things that I've been using lately is that they don't seem to cause extra heads to grow on hydras. Whereas apparently a longsword would. And I think an axe. I keep thinking those peas are monsters. And they're just foliage. I do like the green color down here. I just went in a big old circle. Scroll of silence. I don't want scrolls of silence. Oh no, I guess I do, because it could be handy against spellcasters, right. Book of Iron. Animate armor, blade hands, and iron shot. That's interesting, I guess. Uh-oh. Back up just a tad. I miss not having a spectral spear buddy. There's a hydra, but only 6 heads. I should probably blast it a few times with ice blast. Wait a second. I don't have to do that because I have a hand crossbow of freeze. Yeah. Slowed it. So I don't. Do you get the slow when you use the ice blast? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that slows them or just does a lot of damage. Almost dead. Man, I got just the thing for hydras. Sweet. A hand crossbow. So it's a tiny crossbow, I think. Let's see what it says. No, not polymorph. Compact piece of machinery. It's just murdering hydras. Awesome. Let's shoot this cane toad with it. It slowed the cane toad. Nope, not now. Oop, no. Okay. Get my bolts back. Well, I'm psyched for this now. I just want to murder some hydras with this hand crossbow. I never really had a crossbow before, I don't think. Dagger of venom is sort of interesting. A hunting sling. I guess I should get the hunting sling. I mean, am I gonna run out of bolts? Doesn't seem likely. I guess I should get it. Oh no, I already had a hunting sling. Well, shoot. Drop. 296 stones and 153 sling bullets. This game's so silly. There is a shaft. Actually, do shafts go down two floors? Well, let's just go down a normal staircase. Man, the ice blast and the hand crossbow freezing. These hydras better watch out. Oh, that's a lot of yaks. Now, I think some of them will follow me if I go back up the stairs, though. No, they didn't? I'm disappointed in the yaks. Now they're just surrounding me. I guess I'll hit the toad first. I don't know. I'm getting hurt pretty bad by yaks. Yeah, that was not tactically clever. Oh, now they followed me. um, blink to need to reach a tactical position. Let's just go down here. Can I get all the way over here? Good. Only one yak chased after me. That's irritating. In that case, I can just heal up and go murder them without... There we go. Yeah, don't wander into a pack of yaks. Where did the rest of them go? I could swear there were more than 3. Oh, maybe they just went back down the stairs, so they're still going to be surrounding it. Ah, there's only 3. Okay, that was sloppy, risky. Found a pair of boots. Good. Where is it? Over here. No. Pair of boots. did have a scroll. Oh, enchant weapon. Well, both of these are really good. Well, actually, the hand crossbow, for fighting hydras, the hand crossbow is better, so let's put it on that. Sweet. +2? +2. Ring of positive energy, right. Oh no, I can wear that. Oh, there's an amulet of the acrobat. Ooh. Those are real good for running away. But the other one does give me 11 HP. Maybe I'll stick with that. But amulet of the acrobat could be useful. Could be very useful. Like, I was just running away from everything when I had one of those. It was fantastic. And the problem is, though, I wouldn't know I needed that until I was almost dead. Yeah, let's put that on. That is potentially much more likely to save my buns than just 11 more hit points. And then I wouldn't run into this problem of having to hit heal or hit rest twice because my hit points went down a little, or my magic went down a little and then came back up right away. So P, Shift P, Amulet of the Acrobat, Shift P, Ring of Positive Energy, which I think just, yeah, now I have negative energy protection. That's the only protection I have. Two potions of heal wounds. That's good. Those vault guards took a bunch of hits. Okay. Okay, good shape for slaying hydras. That's for darn sure. I can probably forget about throat cutter at this point. Well, I can forget about why I'm carrying around a plain trident. Why? Okay. Polar bear. A polar bear in a swamp? Or no, it's in the lair. Okay. Well, that's still kind of weird. Polar bear and a cane toad. Blood on the floor. A glowing rapier. What is the deal with the glowing rapier? Oh, +2 rapier speed. That's probably pretty cool. I don't think I want to use rapiers, but base attack delay is 1.2. So how much does, it says significantly faster. It's a short blade. Nah. Komodo dragon. 3 elephants. I think I was just looking at a stream. I think I saw somebody fighting elephants, and I thought that's interesting. And now I've got some elephants who are the same letter as a yak, a Y, but they're green instead of brown. I wonder how dangerous these are. Good chunk of hit points, that's all. I can trample for 20 damage and knock back. Trunk slap for up to 5 damage. Well, that's potentially some hurting. There's only 3 of them. I wonder if how the trample works exactly. Why is it not? Oh. Get some pot shots in. How about that? Oh, there's a bunch of them. Oh, shoot, they're fast. Oh, shoot, I moved back too far. Oh, and a rhyme break is here. And I'm poisoned from the toad. Toad's dead. I'm encased in ice. Trunk slapped me. Getting hurt pretty good. The impaler. Okay, that was tactically extremely poor. I meant to stop here, or well, actually, I didn't because I wasn't thinking. That got me in a lot more hurt than I should have been in. Scroll of vulnerability. See, that has my willpower, and that gives me a status effect. My willpower is already minus, supposedly, from the... And it still has 5 dots, so I don't think those dots mean anything. It says I'm weak-willed, but it once this will/2 wears off, will it still say that? I guess it probably will. No pun intended. No, it doesn't say weak-willed now. I'm not sure that will minus is actually doing much, but how it's so nebulous, how can you tell? I mean, you can tell your approximate will by looking here, and I just see 5 dots. What does that mean? I have 10 stealth dots. What does that mean? They're not lit up, so I think that just means nothing. There's nothing there. I can have a maximum of 5 dots filled in green. Maybe? I don't know. Scroll elimination. Sweet. Now I need another one. When I first started playing this after a while and I started using auto explore, then I didn't want to use auto explore deeper than like dungeon level 2 or maybe 3, but now I'm just doing it all the time because you get frustrated. Boulder beetle. Uh-oh. Did I just get myself in trouble? I'm way out here in this huge area. That is a problem with using auto explore. Gray beetle, almost impenetrable rocky carapace. Yeah, 4 pluses of AC. Roll for heavy damage. I don't like the sound of that. Double melee damage. Only can do it from a distance. Okay, and then I can blink away. Not just blink, blink away. Moves to a place farther away. That's kind of cool. Well, I don't like being out here. I keep forgetting these peas always freak me out and make me think there's more monsters than there are. I'm only kind of worried about the boulder beetle because I've never run into one. Is it going to crash into me? Stops rolling and then curls. So it tried to roll into me. Maybe I should hit it now. Not hurting it much. No, I shouldn't try to kill it first. I should kill the yaks. Where did the beetle go? Did he roll off somewhere? Out of control, he leapt. Maybe that was his blink away or whatever. I like this Komodo dragon blocking the entrance. There's the beetle. These yaks put some hurt on me. Maybe that was the dragon. I wasn't really paying attention, unfortunately. The beetle keeps teleporting. There he is. So... yeah, I don't know. I haven't ever noticed my... okay, so is it still here? No. Oh, it's behind me. I haven't really noticed my... I don't want him to roll at me. My health going up while fighting, but I haven't really been paying close attention to that. Like, is it really draining these guys? Oh no, that's my, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the vampiric spear. Right. And I wish I knew what Vorpal meant exactly. You know, it says it does more damage, but that's extremely big. Uh-oh. Urg the Orcish Ballista. She's wielding a +4 Vorpal Scimitar. That sounds like it could hurt. Scale mail of poison resistance. +2 scale mail. Course and Lanky Orc. Oh, I just fought her, didn't I? High evade. Yeah, I should be able to take her with this character. Dang it. Hit but did no damage. I covered her in... No. Missed. Ah. Punctured her. She got in one good hit. +2 scale mail of poison resistance. That's kind of cool. But probably not better than my plate, is it? I didn't have to pick it up. Well, I guess it's got poison resistance, so I could... Oh, AC decreased by 5. If I was facing a lot of poison stuff, well, might as well tote it around. Why not, right? Man, I forget I'm playing online just about because it's so smooth over SSH. On to Lair 3. Actually, there weren't any hydras there, were there? I was looking forward to slaying a bunch of hydras. How can there be no hydras in the lair? I thought on Lair 2 you were supposed to run into a hydra. Well, we got yaks. I have been... okay, I'm going to go back up. Fighting them in a field is not ideal. Well, shoot. Yeah, now they're just surrounding me. Oh, wow. Killed a yak immediately. Well, these yaks are dying fast. Okay. Yakety yak. Oh no, there's a basilisk. Oh, so they slow me. That's what basilisks actually do. I was really freaked out about facing a basilisk before. It says I'm petrified. My evade's down to 5. I guess that's what it does, because you don't really have a movement speed factor, as far as I know. Petrifying, very slow. So that could slow down my attack speed, which would suck. I guess it probably does. What if I hit at? Attack delay is 0.9. So it says movement speed is very slow. My attack delay didn't increase. So shoot some bolts at it, I guess. Missed. I've turned to stone. Still gazing at me. Wow, so I couldn't do anything. So I wonder if that was just a time delay where eventually I turned to stone and then couldn't do anything. If there had been other monsters still around, I probably would have been in deep trouble there. Slowed by cold attacks. Yeah, well, I missed it with my friggin' one crossbow shot, and then I turned to stone. Petrify. Target is slowed down for a while until it's temporary. Okay, so yeah, that's weird, man. That's kind of clever. They sneak it up on you. No. Now your host, though, you friggin' basilisk. You're dead. I'm gonna turn to stone. Stone, petrified stone, and now I can move, because there was nobody around to witness it. Yeah, I faced one before, and I did everything I could not to give it any chance at me, and that worked, and this time I was just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care, man. Which was foolish. But it didn't turn out so bad when there was nothing else around, which was basically just dumb luck. So I shouldn't do that anymore. 4 blink frogs, that's not bad. Lots more blink frogs. How did that one wander up from way up above? I got one from below. Is this a bloody chunk of wall? Yeah. Wolf, that probably means there's more wolves, yes. Komodo dragon. Nergal. Nergal the soulbinder. Withered sorceress. Oh, this is reminding me of the witch in Infra Arcana who keeps killing me. The living fear her, the dead obey her every command. Soft spot for the latter. She's got pretty high AC and evade and decent HP. Bolt of draining, that's a lot of draining. Oh, I do have negative energy protection, so that's real good. Except I'm not wearing that right now, am I? That's bad. Summon spectral orcs and haste other. Yeah, I'm not wearing my scale mail of positive energy. I don't think I have time for a costume change. Oh, there's my alarm. Echo, stop. Okay, so I gotta stop soon. Okay, I don't think she's following me. That worked out well. That was a stupid place to go. Get cornered in there. So switch to my scale mail of positive energy. And there's Nergal. Okay. So let's not let her get too much fire at me. Anything else I want to do? I could summon some monsters. I don't think I'll need that much help against her. I think I'll be okay. Famous last words. She still hasn't noticed me, so she's gonna get hit bad. She shouted, though. But I impaled her and she's heavily wounded. She's still heavily wounded even though I hit her again. That did no damage. Oh, she did no damage to me. Yeah, she went right down. So, I guess I'll swap my armor back. So no hydras. I'm a little befuddled by that. I thought there were always going to be hydras. Oops. Okay, I said I had to go, but now I want to finish exploring this level like a fool. I don't like potions of lignification. I don't want to turn into a tree. Come on, Draggy. What are you hissing for? Hold of the spider nest. I know they were testing changes to spiders recently on the test server. I've never found an entrance to the spider nest. A hole to the spider nest. Oh, I've seen Gastronok before. He's a giant slug. Oh, this just started getting interesting after my bedtime alarm goes off. Wearing a +2 hat. Ah, pointed hat perched rakishly atop his head. I have to admit, I find that style of humor charming. He ate a powerful wizard and got the hat. He's terribly evading. It's got almost no AC. If I can just get up on him, he'll be dead pretty quick. But he bites for a ton of damage. He summons stuff. And he can haste him. What does sprint do? Move. I think airstrike was. Yeah, that can do damage. And he can cast slow on me. Not sure what the 92% means. Oh, chance to defeat your will, 92%. Oh, I see. Because my will is low. Or minus? I don't know. Okay, that could be challenging. I mean, I can probably do good damage to him with the bow from long range. But he might cast some. He'll start summoning stuff. I could use a potion of might if I get up to him. Yeah, I think that all should work. I had trouble with him before once when I really got into a battle, just because he started summoning all this stuff. And it was sort of a pain. Oh, great. Now I get a hydra. I take on a slight green cast. I don't know what that means. Okay, I'm going to switch to shooting this hydra who's coming up. That was extremely inconvenient, or did he summon it? I mean, I've been waiting for a hydra all this time. Now the hydra just disappeared. It's going to pop out at me. I'm going to retreat. There it is. Shoot. Okay, switch to the spear and killed the hydra. Didn't get more shots at Gastronok, unfortunately, but he's right in spear range. He's moderately wounded in one thrust. Heavily wounded, severely wounded, waves his eye stalks in wide circles. Oh, there's the airstrike. That hurt a little. Almost dead. Yeah, I'm not sure the... Oh, no, yeah, it isn't vampiric. Right. So that went well. Overall, got a hydra finally and got Gastronok. And reached level 13. Gnarled jeweled staff. Oh, it's a herd of yaks. Uh-oh, it's a herd of yaks, he said. Pile on, boys. Or girls. Two bullfrogs. Two tyrant leeches. What do these do? Blood sucking, drain health. High evasion, which is weird. Take some shots at him. Okay, not bad. Staircase to the swamp. Two more tyrant leeches. And a swamp worm. But they're stuck in their own undergrowth. Okay. +2 hat. Hey, I want that. And also spider nest and swamp entrances. This is about this is where I'll die soon. And then I'll still not know the extent of A, the lair, B, the swamp, and now C, the spider nest. But, you know, what the hey. I've never seen the entrance to the spider nest before, so that's progress. So I gotta remember if I go into the swamp, just if you see a will-o-the-wisp, just run, I guess. Okay, that's gonna help. +2 hat. Wield the +2 hat. Am I already? No, I'm not. S. Sweet. AC is at 21. I think my former character was AC 22. Wait, no. I think I was 22 before, wasn't I? I don't know. That doesn't make sense, does it? Oh, yeah, gnarled staff. Staff of poison. That is. Increases. Yeah, you have to be cast by its wielder. Yeah, avocations and poison match. Yeah, it's not my thing. So. Since I found the spider nest first, and I've never been there anyway, that's the first destination. A hole to the spider nest. Still looks like a down staircase, but what do I know? Alright, so that's where I'm gonna end it. Look how tiny it is now. I'll leave it there. As I log out, I guess. Shift X, Control X, Control X. No. Control S. Okay. 21 games going. Still a pretty good count. So, thanks for watching my stream there. Now I forget what level I was. I was about, what, 11 probably? Let's go look. 13. So the past places I've stopped, I've always been like health and magic like 110 or 101 or 111 and magic 11. So I'm a little better than I usually am when I quit. So maybe when I die inevitably next time, I'll be a little higher level than I've died before, and progress will have been made. My evasion is huge. That must be because of the amulet. Yeah, acrobatic. Amulet of the acrobat. I love my +2 hat. I need to beef up this plate armor and buckler, though. Well, at least the plate armor. This trident has been working well. I'm still not sure about the willpower negative thing, but and of course the intelligence thing, like I don't exactly. Let's no, I don't think well, you have to go out here. Attributes and stats. Intelligence affects your odds of successfully casting spells. I need water. My throat is all gummy. My roof of my mouth is all gummy. So yeah, the intelligence boost from the spear doesn't necessarily help me with anything, but you know, whatever. Anyway, level 13. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope next time I won't die, because I keep dying at about this same spot where you run into all these branches of sort of interesting sounding places to go. I thought I was going to get to the bottom of the lair last time, and then I ran into that will-o-wisp on, what was I on, lair 4? 3 or 4, I think. Don't think I had gone into the swamp. Or no, was I in the swamp? Heck, I don't remember. No, I was in the swamp, right? Lair swamp. I mean, it was pretty swampy, so I guess yeah, it must have been the swamp. but I did that branched off from the lair, so I didn't see the bottom of the lair. Didn't get to the bottom of the swamp. I've never seen the hole of spiders. Will I find the end of one of these areas next time? I sure hope so. But I am just kind of cruising through now. I mean, I was kind of surprised by how quickly I cruised back through now. Just just getting impatient with the earlier dungeon floors. And I found those 2 artifacts early on, which certainly did not hurt. Well, I gotta get going. Thanks for watching. The next roguelike bonus episode I do will be Angband, probably tomorrow, since I'm on my little winter break here between Christmas and New Year's, and have more time than usual. So that's cool. So yeah, and so I'm basically rotating 3. I thought I'd decided not to play any more Infra Arcana after it was just murdering me, but the player pointed out to me some tips on how to play a melee character in that game. You can't just sit there and slug it out like you can in these old fantasy games like Angband and Dungeon Crawl, which is what I'd wanted to do. But it's a very different type of tactics in that game, and it's interesting. So I guess I'll keep poking away at that. But yeah, so next will be Angband, then Infra Arcana, and then Crawl. So possibly another Crawl episode, if that's what you're into, in 3 days from whenever this one appears, which should be tomorrow, which is Tuesday. This is Monday night. Is that right? Yes. So anyway, that's what's coming up, and also I post fighting game episodes every day. So yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching, and good night. Oh no, my slick quit failed. Oh well. Night night.